Hello familia, Angel Anderson here. Today, let's talk about audio. Why not? I haven't talked about audio, I don't think ever, well, besides the shotgun microphones that I've bought years ago and the Rode Media Mic Pro, but these ones are different mics, handheld mics. I started with this one, the Shure SM58, and then this one is $109. Now this one comes with a pouch, a clip, and a cable, and it feels solid. It's heavy, it feels solid. However, I wanted to try different mics. I didn't want to just rely on other people's opinion. So one day I went to B&H and they had one on sale for $50, which is half of the Shure SM58, the Tascam. This one is the TM60. Now they are both slightly different. This one requires no battery. This is dynamic mic, and this one is a condenser mic, and it's supposed to bring some battery. So let's check because I haven't opened it yet. Now let me give you some background so you know. When I go outside to do most of my videos, I carry a Pelican case 1510, and that's my run and gun. You know, I fit everything that I need for the shoot, for most shoots in that case. If it's one, even when it's two cameras, lavalier mics, wireless mics like the Rode film kit, the wireless kit. These ones are amazing, by the way. I put the wire cables. I can fit a lot of things, including tripods. But that's the key. It's not the amount of equipment that you carry or that I carry that will make me a better filmmaker, a better video producer, or your video will be better. It's just sometimes we need to minimize and lean. And honestly, I just don't like to carry a lot of things. It makes the backpacks and the case heavier. And if somebody walks away with one, it's going to be a lot of equipment that you didn't need it, that you had on the location and that walked away. So far, I'm grateful that nothing like that happened to me. But I wanted to try a different mic, a different price point, so I can test them out. I'm looking for mics that I can interview people outside that will tune a lot of the outdoor noise. Also mics that I can put on a boom mic and I can use for when I have a second person, or in dedicated boom stands for a video podcast studio that we are going to be putting together. So let me open this and let's see what it comes inside. Instructions, like always, I better start reading. It comes with a pop filter. So by the size of this pop filter, I'm going to deduct that the mic is quite small. It comes with a clip for the mic and a stand, or for the stand. One AA battery, one pouch, and I'm gonna open them and see if something else is inside. Yes, an XLR cable and a tripod. So that's nice because that means that this mic, I can just start using it on a table and start interviewing people. There are two schools of thoughts. One, that you put the mics and you see them because people got used to seeing mics on the table. There is a different school of thought where you hide the mics because the mics should not be on plain sight. I'm of that school of thought. I don't like to use lavalier mics, but sometimes you gotta hold the mic because that's where you're gonna capture the best audio. Now, the issue with holding mics, when you hold mics, is that the person that doesn't know, and I had this situation, they start talking with their hands and the mic is like here. So you're missing out the purpose. You're missing out by because if you move the mic away from your mouth, you will not hear, that you miss the point. And I've seen interviews, I've seen video podcasts where the main person is telling the guest, get closer to the mic, get closer to the mic, a couple times. I'm trying to avoid that. There is an alternative, and I'm very close to probably just say F it and buy it. There are two headsets. They are $200 a piece. Probably my accountant, which is my wife, will kill me. But if I get them, I need to move myself, I put my butt in gear, and start doing interviews with the headset. So let me open this so I don't. That's a little bit background story on why. Basically, what I want to do is I want to have 6 microphones, 3 different pairs. The ones that I like the most, I'm going to use them more frequently. If something happens to one of those, I'm going to use I'm going to use it as a backup. I'm going to switch the pair. And the idea is that when I have 2 identical mics, the audio profile is the same. However, if it's more than 2 people talking, I am going to just use the other microphone. Of course, that's why I have them. But the idea is that I'm going to buy them in pairs. So here's the mic. I think this mic will serve really well. It's nice. It's not as heavy as the Shure. Actually, it's probably as heavy. If these ones feel, I don't know. I like it. This one carries a battery. So I'm going to put the pop filter. If I can put it, I don't want to break it. If I can put it on right now, what I'll do is, you want to have a pop filter. It will, if you don't know what it is, like a dead cat, it helps minimize out wind noise or pops, the S's, like things that, words and letters that people trying to pronounce, do the pop filter. That's what they call them, pop filter. So it has an on and off switch, which I like. The Shure SM58, they come with an option to have a switch on and off switch, and one version that doesn't have a switch. I bought the one without the switch, and the reason is when I connect the Shure SM58 either to the Zoom or to the camera. So when I connect it to the Zoom, I just want to press record and start recording. I want multiple switches and avoid human error, especially when you're in a hurry. And when I record to the camera, I just want to start, when I press record, I just want to start recording right away. I don't want to worry, oh, the mic was off. I don't want any mistakes like that. That's the reason I bought it without the switch on and off. And if you're wondering how I connect an XLR microphone to the phone or to the Zoom, I'll show you in a second. So here is the mic. It does have a battery, so let me see. I'm going to unscrew here. I haven't read the instruction. I probably should read the instructions. Let's see. Hopefully I don't break anything. Oh, there you go. Battery. So I'm going to use the battery that it came with the box. And it only goes one way. Yes, AA. Positive one side. So I'm going to put it here. I'm going to close the mic. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the camera and I'm going to connect it to the camera. So you're going to see, basically, it's this cable. It's an XLR cable, an XLR in one end and a 3.5 mil in the other end. Now, the microphone, the Tascam came with a cable. So I do have a cable here. And I use the same cable for my phone, except that because I have an iPhone, I use the adapter. And when I have more than one person, I like to split the channels because it allows me to control if somebody speaks louder than the other one. I can adjust each channel independently, and it makes for a better audio. And that's where this breakout cable comes into play. When you connect it to the camera, you connect one microphone here and the other one here. It divides to left and right channel. And it's simple. I don't have to carry a lot of equipment, just simple cables. And when I have more than one, for example, lavalier mic, or I use the same thing, I just divide them and it's just perfect. So let me try this in the Panasonic camera. And let's see how it works. So I'm going to turn it on. Let's see. Actually, I do have a grip. So I'm going to turn it on. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to connect it to the cable here. And I'm going to turn the mic on. And hello. Oh, it's speaking. So let me go to the adjustment. Hello. Oh, -12 and it's speaking. I like this. You know what? Let me record. Let me press record. I'm pressing record right now and I'm talking to you just to test this microphone. Let me show you. Let me show you how. So I'm going to press stop recording. I'm going to show you the levels so you can see. Press record. So right now, as you can see, if I get the microphone close to my mouth to speak, you can see peaking is in red. And it's all the way on -12. It's all the way down on -12. But if I have it low, it just it's nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain that the reasons. I'm going to talk to this microphone. It's about 3-4 inches away from my mouth, and I'm just going to share, why I picked up this mic. It's because it was on sale. Now there are other options like the ATR 2100, the Audio-Technica. I haven't tried that one. I'll probably pick up 2 of those mics this weekend, and maybe an audio recorder eventually. But right now, this is what I'm going for. And let me stop. Actually, it wasn't recording. So let me record now. It's recording. Technical error. You see why sometimes you don't want to have a switch, an additional switch, an additional step. Think when you do things on the go, when you're with clients, you want everything to run smooth. Another reason why I use dual audio backup, just in case things happen. But this is the reason. When I get the microphone close, it's recording. And it's on, and when I get the microphone close, I can see the audio peaking. Yep, but when I get it far, it sounds decent. So let me stop, and I will try the Shure. So I'm gonna show you the Shure microphone so you can see the difference. I'm gonna show you the Shure mic. I'm gonna connect the Shure mic right now, and that's the reason. It was because it was on sale. It's nothing too complicated, but this one and still the same settings. When I am getting close to the mouth, it doesn't peak. And if I separate it, it's low. Now you can raise the tone of the volume, but you still want to have, low volume is better than high volume because distortion, you can get rid of them, get rid of the distortion, but the low volume, you can always raise the volume. So it's really up to you. At the end of the day, whatever audio profile you like, just stick to that microphone and just keep buying it. And that's one of the reasons why I'm sticking with the, I'm testing. So I recorded 2 clips. I will sync that later. It's really up to you. The Shure is $109. The Tascam is $44.95, I believe it is. Now the Audio-Technica, you can pick them up for like $60, and the Audio-Technica is $2100, the ATR 2100, and a lot of people recommended that. One thing that I will say is that I was looking in my. Let me turn the mic off. That's another reason why the batteries could be dangerous. So when I use battery devices, I change the battery prior to every shoot to make sure I don't make a mistake. They don't run out of battery because they don't have audio levels. The microphone is thinner. I don't know. It's personal preference. See, one thing that you want to do is 2 things that you want to look for is when you listen to mics, wear headphones. So go back and listen to the mic, wear headphones, and test them out. Pick one that you think it sounds best to you. It doesn't matter what other people say or what other people recommend. And second one thing that I was looking for is that whenever people handle the microphones, you don't hear the shh. And the cheap microphones that I've been researching, they sound decent, but when people start grabbing them, you hear the background noise from the handling, and that's a big no-no. That's a big distraction. I don't want to hear that. I don't even want to deal with that on post-editing. It's just annoying. It just ruins the whole video shoot. So Shure SM58, Tascam. The Tascam model is the TM60. I don't know. Let me know what you think. What do you think? Which one you think sound better, the Shure SM58 or the Tascam TM60-60? The Tascam TM-60 or the Shure SM58? Which one do you think? Now, just to recap, the links of all these products are going to be in the description, even the breakout cable, the cable that I bought that is XLR to 3.5. I've tested it. I tested the Shure SM58 with the iPhone and the Zoom. I'm going to test it with the Tascam and see what happens. The Shure SM58, the audio level was low, and the profile when I recorded with the iPhone, the profile sounded a little bit thin compared to the connected to the DSLR. I don't know why. I will try a different app, maybe the app or the settings on that app. That's what caused it, but I'm going to test with this. With the Zoom, when I recorded the Shure SM58 between level 60 and 70, I didn't hear any background noise, you know, the shh, but it was low. Again, you can raise the volume when you record low, but you cannot, if you put it too high, like I did a test all the way to 100, you cannot get rid of distortion. And also when I raised the volume to 100, the input level, the microphone to 100, I heard the background noise, the shh, and that is just annoying. You want clean audio. So one of the reasons why when I show you the camera, I have it all the way down to negative 12 is because I don't want to use the preamps from the camera. Now I use mics and I've raised it to between 4 and 6, and you don't hear, if you pay attention, you hear some background noise, but not enough that it will be a distraction. So I guess I can raise the volume with the Shure SM58 and go from there. But the takeaway from this one is pick one that you like, pick a microphone that you like. And what I like about this one is that it tunes a lot of the background noise out. So if I move the mic away from my mouth, you hear my voice really far. And I haven't tested it in big crowds yet, but I am going to test it soon here in Tampa. And I'm going to use this one. Probably this one stays in the studio. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Let me know. Tascam TM-60, Shure SM58. Which one you like the most? Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you in the next video.